Hello, it's your girl Lucy B here, and welcome back to another video. Well, in this video, I wanted to show you guys just how easy it is to convert to Quest. All you need to do is remove a couple things in Unity, and all your Questie friends will be able to see you. Do you remember our custom CEO that we made last time? Well, these are some pictures that I took on the Quest 2 of the avatar that I'll teach you how to convert today. I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart how much I appreciate all of the support on the last video. I'm super happy it's been helping you guys. Now let's get your avatar to work on Quest. I'll see you guys in Unity! Alright, here we are in Unity. So the first thing we need to do in order to get this project working on Quest is to export it. So this is our CEO project from before. All you need to do is go ahead and do assets right up here and then export your package here. This will take a little bit to load. Once that's done, export that. I usually like saving it to my desktop just so it's easy to find, and I will name it CEO Quest. Alright, that should take just a little bit to export, and once that's done, we're going to be opening up a totally separate Quest project. While I'm waiting for that to export, let's go ahead and pull up the tools that you will need in order to make switching to Quest so much easier. So, we have a couple of tools here that you can add to your VCC. We have Thry's Avatar Performance Tools. This will help us with easily reducing texture memory without having to go through the manual process like I taught in one of my earlier videos. Go ahead and scroll down and then add to your VCC. Right here. I already have it added, but if you don't already have it added, it's right here for you. And the second tool you need is the Avatar Optimizer tool. Go ahead and click on the latest release here, scroll down and download this Unity package to your computer. And the third one is Dark's Avatar Optimizer. You can go ahead and add it to your VCC right here as well. And then the final thing we'll need is called the Nori blocker. So as of right now, Quest doesn't really support transparency. There is a way around it, but with booth models especially, you're going to get this error where the blush and other facial expressions get all blocky like this. They call it Nori, like seaweed. So you can download this for free here. There's another version that I like to use in the past that isn't free, but since this one's free, I'll go ahead and recommend this one. Download it right here. Alright, now that we have all of those resources in our VCC and downloaded, as you can see, the Quest project has been saved on to the desktop. So now we're totally done with this project. We can go ahead and just close it out. File save if you've made any changes and just close that right out. And then we'll open a brand new Unity project so we can start fresh for the Quest conversion. So let's do that now. Create a brand new project. Avatars 2022. I'm just gonna do CO video Quest convert. Perfect. Create project. Alright, so the things that you'll probably need in here are gesture manager as usual, and then we had VRC Fury in this project, so we'll definitely do VRC Fury and modular avatar, and then we'll do dark avatar optimizer and Thry's performance tools. Alright, so go ahead and take a screenshot of this. This is what you will need. You will need gesture manager, VRC Quest tools, VRC Fury, Dark's avatar optimizer, Thry's performance tools, modular avatar in your project here. Those are all linked in the description if you don't already have them on your VCC. Feel free to click on the links and get those resources from there. But yeah, you guys, I think we're ready to open the project. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, now we have a completely fresh project open. The first thing that you're going to need to do is go to File, and then we have to switch the build target to run on Android operating system. So Android operating system is a mobile operating system, meaning it's meant to run on mobile devices. So right now we're running on Windows x86 code, and we need to convert that to run on an Android chip. I hope that makes sense. So go to File up here in the corner, go to Build Settings, and then switch this to Android. You should have installed the Android platform when you installed the Unity Hub, but if you need a refresher on how to install the Unity Hub and download all of the different builds, go ahead and watch my video about how to upload a VRChat avatar. I explained that over there. So once you hit Android here, switch platform, give it a little bit of time to load. Perfect. So now let's go ahead and import the package that we exported earlier. Find that in your computer and simply click and drag right into here. It might take a minute depending on the amount of customizations that you did to it. Import that. All right, now that it's done importing, let's go ahead and open up our scene from before. As you can see, she's totally pink because the Lil Tune shaders that we use for PC actually don't work with Quest at all. So what we need to do is switch every single material to be compatible with Quest. Let's just start with her face. All right, so it says internal shader error because Android operating systems cannot read Lil Tune. So drop this down. There are two shaders that I recommend personally. There's standard, which is kind of gray looking, sort of like blotchy and gray. I think it can be cute for some circumstances, but looks a little bit more metallic than Toonlit. So let me just show you what standard looks like. Right, so it looks kind of like flat and matte. As you can see, Quest also doesn't allow for multiple colors in the same slot with this standard shader. Let's try Toonlit and see if that looks any better. Let's go to VRChat, mobile, and then Toonlit. Perfect. I think the texture of this looks a bit better for booth models specifically. And let's do the same for her face. VRChat, mobile, Toonlit. Yeah, doesn't that look much better? We are going to have to choose a solid hair color for her, unless we want to do a custom material ourselves, which I can show you how to do. But for now, let's just go ahead and keep working on everything by switching it all to mobile, Toonlit. Perfect. And I'm just gonna go through and turn everything here to Toonlit. Give me 1 second. All right, perfect. So with your Quest model, it can only have one outfit at the most. Sometimes you can get away with 2 or 3 if you do a lot of work in Blender, but that's a more advanced step, and I just want to teach you how to get your booth model going on Quest so your Questie friends can see you. For now, what we're going to do is pick our favorite outfit and our favorite hair. I think I like this hair the best. Let's look at the other hairs here for a second. I think we'll do the braid hair here because it has the least amount of polygons and bones, and that's really going to matter in a second here. Perfect. So we'll keep the black dress and we'll delete the Devil Hex outfit. Now, when we go ahead and pull up the SDK, as you can see, we did miss some mobile shader variants here. So as you can see, there are a ton of errors here that we need to fix. It looks like the current download size is 132 megabytes, and we need to get that down to 10 megabytes. So it is quite challenging, but it can be done. So let me show you. So we're going to delete the extra hairs. We don't need those. We'll delete the bra because we don't need that. What is showing that it is incompatible with Quest? Looks like there is one shader error here. Gonna go through and click on everything. See if we can find a not compatible Quest item. It's the AFK mouse. Okay. VRChat, mobile, Toonlit. So let's start by getting rid of some outfit parts that we don't need. So everything on your model has polygons, right? We need to make sure that we have as little polygons on her as possible. So I'm just going to delete things like the hair clip, the choker, the belts, this little cross here. Do we want to keep the stockings? Yes, we'll keep the stockings, but we can probably delete the garter, the hair ribbons. Let's see, what else are we willing to part with? Oh, as you can see here, it looks see-through like this. That's because culling is sent to front. So with something like this where it looks transparent, you can change it to Toon Standard. And what we can do is turn cull mode off. So instead of it culling from the back, you can turn the cull mode off. Just to make sure the dress matches it, I'm also going to change this to VRChat mobile Toon Standard. Perfect. All right, so the next thing that we need to optimize is the textures. She has so many 4K textures on her. So let's go ahead and do that now. Go up to this menu here, Thry, Avatar, VRAM. And this will calculate your VRAM for all of your avatar. All you need to simply do is drag and drop your name in here, and then it'll show you what the texture memory and mesh memory are looking like. We deleted all the meshes that we could, but looks like the meshes take up 54.14 MIB and the texture is 93.45 MIB. We really need to get this down. I like to keep the face at 1024, but everything else we can get down to 512. We don't need 4K textures on Quest. In fact, it won't upload if we have 4K textures, so just switching everything down to 512. Except for the face. 512. Things like material caps, you can even get down further. Yeah, we can get this down further. Let's do 256 for that. Perfect. As you can see, it blurred out her lashes a little bit, but that's totally fine as long as it works on Quest and people are able to see you. All right, let's see what she's at now. So at this point, you may be able to upload the avatar and that's it. Go ahead and copy the blueprint ID of your original avatar by going up here, go to Content Manager, and then copy the ID. And then what you'll want to do now is click on CEO's name, go all the way down here, and then paste it in this box. Now, if you exported your project correctly, this blueprint ID may already be in this box, which is good, but sometimes it doesn't copy over, so that's how you would do that. Just copy it from your records. Let's go ahead and see if she uploads. If she doesn't upload, then we may need to remove some Physbones, and we may need to optimize the polygons. Let's say delete the polygons under the socks. We can do that if we need to, but let's just see if she uploads for right now. If that pops up, just go ahead and click OK. That's saying that it has essentially different toggles than the PC version. I mean, obviously, we have like belt off toggle, we have hairstyle change toggle, and since we deleted all of our other hairs, those toggles won't work, and that's essentially what that error is saying. Don't worry about it. All right, perfect. So now we have the Quest version of her uploaded. Now all of your Questie friends will be able to see you with just a couple of clicks in Unity. Now, a couple of other optimization tools I wanted to teach you today, just in case for some reason it did not upload, we can go ahead and remove some Physbones, right? Let's get her into play mode. I'll show you really quick. All right, as you can see, she has quite a few bones on her. She has bones in her skirt, bones in her ears, and bones in her hair. So Quest does have a Physbone limit. What you would need to do to get it to work if it's saying it has too many bones is simply remove the Physbone component. I normally like to keep the chest and the ears, but we could probably get away with removing some of the bones on the dress, right? Or maybe the bones on the hair. Whatever you think is the cutest, honestly, whatever you're willing to part with, you know? So how you would go about doing that is, let's say we wanted to remove them from the dress, right? So let's go to the dress's armature, and then we can go ahead and go to the hips. And as you can see, there's Physbones in here from the hips accessories that we deleted. So we don't even need these. In order to optimize it further, go ahead and do the 3 dots up here on the Physbone script and remove that component. Yeah, as you can see, there's a little tiny bone right here from where we deleted it. So we don't even need that anymore. Let's remove that component. Perfect. And then here's the skirt root bones, right? So if we absolutely had to go through and remove these, we could. You would simply do the same thing, go over here, remove component, remove component, remove component. All right, as you can see, there are no bones left in the skirt, which I think maybe is a good idea anyway for Quest. That way you save down a ton of bones by just simply removing the script over here. Go through and decide which Physbones you're willing to part with and which ones you want to keep, and just remove the script like that. Hitting this gizmos button up in the corner, I'm seeing there's still the armature from the old hair actually still in her, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete those. They're in her head. Yep, so we don't need the rock cat armature, and we don't need the fluffy cat armature. Perfect, so we removed that. And then, as we alluded to earlier, this is what happens to your blush on Quest. It turns into a blocky mess when she's distressed and has this over her face. Well, that can be fixed with the Nori blocker we talked about earlier. Right here, just download this. Once that's in your downloads folder, let's get into the project and we'll fix the blush. Just drag and drop it into your project. It should be under RiceWorks, Nori Blocker, Prefab, and then find the prefab of your avatar here. So in this case, we are looking for CO, and here we go. Here's the CO prefab. All you need to do is click and drag right onto your name, and then let's test it in play mode, and I'll show you. It's magic. It fixes the issue within just a couple of clicks. Editing Luci here. It turns out the Tune Lit did not work for the Nori Blocker. What I did is changed it to VRChat Mobile Tune Standard, and that fixed the issue. I also changed the hair to Tune Standard, and that allowed me for emissive maps or more than one color on the hair. As you can see here, all of the transparent elements of her expressions are fixed with the help of the Nori Blocker tool. I know we installed the other tools up here. There are other tools that you can use to optimize your avatar for Quest. Go to Tools, VRC Quest Tools. Instead of going through and removing all of the Physbones manually, this is a really good tool for reviewing every single Physbone that you have here, and you can just uncheck it, or you could select all, or you could deselect all. This will go ahead and remove the Physbones easier, like we did with the Thries. I typically don't really use this as it's caused me a lot of errors in the past, so I just do things manually like I showed you. This will convert all of your materials in one step instead of having to go through each one manually. And there are a ton of avatar optimizer settings that you can play around with here. I was thinking it would take so much longer to get her to work for Quest, but she works perfectly as it is. Let's go ahead and upload her to VRChat, and you are good to go. Your Quest model is now synced up with your PC model and ready to go for VRChat. Yeah! Congrats! Thank you guys so much for watching. People in the community have been asking me to make this video for so long, and I'm so glad I finally have a guide available to show those who want to convert. Have fun out there. Happy making. Bye!